This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
The end of that match is what everybody remembers. Once you beat Mark Henry, the lights go down, and all of a sudden the Undertaker shows up, and it's quite a spectacle. Lightning hits the ring. It causes it to collapse. Taz even yells, "Holy shit." It left a major impression. What do you remember about that moment?
It was euphoric. Anytime I'm in a ring and Undertaker's entrance hits, I mean, I'm not being disgusting here, but I want to orgasm. I mean, it's orgasmic. You know, being out there, you just mark out. You're like, holy shit, it's Undertaker, and he's coming toward me, nice and slowly, and he looks scary as hell. It is the coolest entrance I've ever seen of anybody. Period.
The February 3rd SmackDown rolls around, and Michael Cole asks the same question as The Undertaker comes out. Cole says it may be one of the greatest matchups in history. And I got to wonder, man, this has got to feel like a special time. You know, after such a spectacle like that at the Rumble, normally as you head to the February pay-per-view, it almost feels like a throwaway show because it's not the Rumble and it's not WrestleMania. But when you start with lightning and explosions and fires and collapsing rings, and now here he is coming to the ring again, this has got to feel like this went from being a not so important show to a really big damn deal.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal to us, both Undertaker and myself. You know, I think that the fans love the show as well, but you know, having Taker come in at No Way Out and you wrestle him in the main event, you know, usually it's a downer pay-per-view, but it was an upper pay-per-view. It was booked really well. And, you know, Taker actually wanted to face me at WrestleMania. He told me this back in December before I had the match at Royal Rumble. And he asked me, "Hey, I'd love to face you at WrestleMania." And I said, "That'd be fantastic." He said, "Okay, we're going to have to go to Vince and ask him." So we went to Vince and asked, and Vince said, "No, I'm not ending Taker's undefeated streak." He didn't tell me why I would end his undefeated streak, but the reason was I was going to win the world title,
right?
And then and then go to WrestleMania, and then I would have to wrestle somebody for the world title, holding the world title. I think that Vince McMahon felt I was going to hold their world title at WrestleMania, which I didn't, and we'll get to that later. But
sure.
You know, Taker, it was really awesome to have him at No Way Out. But the reason that Vince booked it was we wanted the match at WrestleMania. So Vince said no, but we'll make it at No Way Out. So he booked the match, Angle versus Taker, at No Way Out, to replace WrestleMania idea that we had.
Of course, the February 3rd SmackDown, that's where we see both of you in the ring together. Undertaker's out first. He's letting everybody know that he's got his sights set on the World Heavyweight Championship. You make your way out with your classic theme. That's going to change in a few weeks, but you cut a promo where you say, "Undertaker, let me make one thing very clear. You've proven time and time again here in the WWE to be unstoppable, but I've proven time and time again to be the best in the world. You make people scream. I make people tap. You may be the phenom, but I'm a wrestling machine. And looking at us, we obviously don't have much in common, except for one very crucial thing. When that bell rings, I don't have a soul either. I'm just as unrelenting and unforgiving as you are. And at No Way Out, I don't plan on resting in peace. I plan on breaking your ankle into pieces." And there you go. He responds, "You're going to rest in peace." The bell hits. He vanishes. But still, a nice little promo that sets the tone for a big match. And the following week, he's wrestling Mark Henry on SmackDown. Henry eventually gets the upper hand, and before Undertaker gets the upper hand on you, rather, and Undertaker kicks him out of the ring, Teddy Long makes it a handicap match for the following week. So it's going to be Eminem and Mark Henry against the tag team of Undertaker and Kurt Angle. This was something Teddy Long loved to do. He would make tag matches as the GM of SmackDown. There's memes all over the internet about it. But that's sort of classic old school booking. Let's take two guys who are going to face each other at a big pay-per-view, and now let's see if they can operate together as a cohesive unit, as a tag team. How did you like working with him as a tag partner in this particular instance?
It was great. Undertaker was awesome. He, anytime you can tag team with Undertaker, you're in a good spot. And he's so seasoned and just, has so much experience. The match is more methodical when you have Undertaker in there. So it slows down a little bit more and it tells a better story. And even in tag matches, he's able to produce the athletes in the ring to do better and tell a better story. And if they're going too fast, we'll say, slow down, like sell for me, just, take your time. Don't rush things. So, the thing is, when you tag with Undertaker, you're going to get a lot of time.
Right.
So, the office is going to give you as much time as you need. That's always a good thing. You always want more time than less time.
I really like that you point that out, because the match with you guys and Eminem and Mark Henry goes 15 minutes and 40 seconds. And they tell a great story throughout the match. Like, Taker starts out the match, but you make a blind tag on him, which creates a little bit of tension. There's a moment when you're both beating up Joey Mercury and Nitro, and you sort of look at each other and you're trying to outdo one another with who can kick this guy's ass the most, which is kind of fun.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.